Hey, welcome everyone to the Trick Trades trade recap for Monday, March 22nd. Let's get into it. Really nice day, locking in a little bit over 5,200 bucks, about 5,300 bucks on two trades, one on Apple and one on AMD. Now on Apple, we'll just quickly go over because it was just a scalp and it was called as a scalp. With target back into the VWAP and then leave it alone. That was very clear direction, and for obvious reasons, it really ripped. So let's just go over entries quickly. So here are the entries, and I'm going to get zoomed in. I'm not going to be able to touch that without losing that. One sec here, folks. So on this here, this was our level. Okay, that we wanted to go short. Now, the long would have been nice, but it really didn't give any distance, and it gave very little time as well. Some members caught it, which is fine, but I really liked the way it came screaming up into this level, and that was my first trade here. So you see, as it comes into that level, even just that little pull on that red candle netted me about 200 bucks. And then I was just patient, let it kind of prove itself from there. That's how I like to trade. I like to go in and out real quick on that first push, just seeing, getting a feel for the charts. And then once it kind of shows me and gives me signs of confirmation, I know that I'll be able to get out green. And that's what I did. As I pushed up higher, started to show some weakness, boom, boom, hit it, and then pulled off my profits here at the 9 EMA, in and out until it actually shows and gives me what I want to see. And then it pops up again, creating this lower high. I know it's going to retrace into the VWAP, and that's exactly what I took. And that was target, and that was it. So locking in $1,009.38 on that. Now let's focus up on AMD. So just one sec. Let me grab that. Shoot. One sec, guys. Sorry. Okay. So on this is a little bit different. I'm going to blow this up. Okay. So while this one was unfolding, although this level was tested and it came in absolutely beautifully, you can see it was level to level. Some members took this short, wrote it all the way down. Perfect. I was more patient because we were getting some conflicting information on the charts. As I was leaving the room, I was kind of debating whether or not to take this or not. Although it was at the level and it was fitting the strategy, the problem is that the Qs, the triple Qs, and the SPY were up at highs extended. Okay, so anytime you have that, if there is a pullback on the market, this will completely crash out. And that's what happened on this candle. The market only pulled back a few cents and it instantly washed out, showing that weakness. It quickly regained this level, and then I was really just watching it. So it pulls back, and I even told members, you know, if it does create a higher low here, remounts this level, so washes through, remounts it, creates a higher low, it's proving strength, and it can probably push up. So because there was such minimal risk on this, my entry being right in here, okay, so right in there, that's my entry. I paid myself a little bit on that push, which is what I did. And then I set a hard stop, very tight risk, right at lows here, okay, just a little crack below that, and it would have taken me out. I just wanted a real tight risk. And then I took off for the day. Took off, I went sea-dooing, went on the ocean, fucked around with the dolphins, played with them for a little bit. And then by the time I got back home, I really did actually think I would have been stopped out on this. Wasn't overly checking my phone. You can't really do that out there. As soon as I got back in, boom, took it off. Locking in $4,225 even on this one. So really nice trade. If you take a look, this is about a 50-60% trade, somewhere in there anyways, for a Monday. That's absolutely beautiful. I know members took this. I don't know how much they wrote it up, but this is sometimes, you know, and here's the lesson for today, guys, about these, this trade specifically. Some of my biggest trades that I've ever had, like my biggest trade to date was $6,000 in one day off of 3 trades. Okay. Very type of same scenario, but the only thing was that really kept me in. It was similar in the respect that I took the trade. I set a real hard stop, Totally thought I would have got stopped out, but it was real tight risk, already made money on the day, guaranteed a green day. I'm okay to risk back a little bit of those gains. And it was the same scenario on that day. And what had happened was Trump had tweeted and the market fucking washed out real hard. And when it washed out, I carried that full position on those three options, those three stocks, all the way. And I didn't even know that I was in that trade, still in that trade, making that type of money. I was actually in downtown Edmonton taking pictures, teaching my son photography, and happened to check it, and it was unbelievable. So that's what can happen sometimes if you're given a trade where you have a real tight stop that you can manage your stop on options, because that can get a little tricky. So if given a situation where you can, sometimes just set that stop, guys. Set that stop, let it work, and let it work. Let it run. Okay, don't micromanage, because you probably would have paid, pulled it off here because it's starting to create a lower high and pulling back, blah, blah, blah. Any type of pullback, the higher up it goes, you're going to get nervous in it. Instead, just let it work. Let it do its thing, and big things can happen. You know, this wasn't a huge position or anything, guys, and still locking in over $4,000 on it, right? So just a little lesson for you guys. And, you know, if you guys want to actually come learn how to be consistent, take these trades, constantly have green days. And I know that sounds like really out to lunch and it sounds like bullshit and everything else, but you got nothing to lose, guys. Come check it out for a month, right? If you don't like it, cancel, right? I'll even give you a discount on your first month. For guidance, use TT20, and mentoring, use TT10. You got nothing to lose and a world to gain, guys. If you want to become a real trader, trading real stocks and options, come to TrickTrades.com. Adios, folks.